Good day, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to our presentation titled The Investigation of Mr. Nath. Today, we'll explore a compelling story about Maya and Nishad, two neighbors with very different perspectives, as they uncover the secrets surrounding Mr. Nath's life. Over the next few slides, we'll dive into their investigation, their insights, and what makes this story so intriguing. So let's get started. Let's start by introducing the characters in our story. First, we have Mr. Nath, who is quite a secretive neighbor. He keeps to himself, and there's an air of mystery around him that makes him intriguing. Then Nishad, who is very empathetic and thoughtful. He's the kind of person who always considers others' feelings and tries to understand different perspectives. Finally, we have Maya, who is curious and cautious. She's eager to learn more about her surroundings, but also careful about what she gets involved in. These characters each bring unique qualities to the story, and understanding their personalities helps us see how their interactions shape the overall narrative. This slide is important because it sets the foundation for the story by introducing who they are and what drives their actions. Let's take a closer look at this slide. To learn more about him, Nishad is curious and eager to understand who he truly is. He's particularly interested in his odd behaviors, which seem out of the ordinary and piqued Nishad's curiosity even further. Meanwhile, Maya is observing these behaviors carefully. She notices Mr. Nath's scarred appearance, which immediately draws her attention. The scars suggest there's more to his story, perhaps something traumatic or significant from his past. As Nishad and Maya observe, suspicion begins to build. Nishad wants to uncover the truth, to learn why he acts so differently. Maya's keen eye picks up on details that hint at deeper issues, and this sets the stage for the unfolding mystery. This slide highlights the importance of paying close attention to subtle cues, things like odd behaviors and physical scars, that can reveal hidden stories. It's a reminder that understanding someone often requires looking beyond the surface. These observations are crucial stepping stones in our overall exploration of Mr. Nath's character and the secrets he might be hiding. So here, where things start to get intriguing, Maya believes he's hiding something sinister, and you can really sense her suspicion growing. She begins to question neighbors about him, trying to gather any little piece of information that might shed light on what's really going on. It's like she's piecing together a puzzle, one conversation at a time. Meanwhile, Maya doesn't stop there. She starts to look around Mr. Nath's house herself, searching for clues. And surprisingly, she finds some signs or evidence that might reveal more than anyone expected. This part of the story really highlights Maya's investigative instincts, her curiosity and determination to uncover the truth. It's a crucial moment that pushes the story forward, emphasizing how she's connecting the dots and getting closer to understanding what's truly happening behind the scenes. Now, let's look at this slide, which emphasizes the importance of offering help rather than passing judgment. He suggests that instead of criticizing or making assumptions about Mr. Nath, we should focus on supporting him. The idea here is that sometimes people who seem distant or difficult might actually be craving understanding. He thinks Mr. Nath is likely lonely. This is a key insight because it shifts our perspective from seeing his behavior as simply problematic to understanding it as a possible sign of loneliness. Recognizing loneliness as a factor can change how we approach such situations, encouraging empathy. Nishad feels sorry for Mr. Nath. This feeling highlights the human side of this scenario, seeing someone in need and feeling compassion rather than frustration. It reminds us that our reactions can make a real difference. Finally, from Nishad's perspective on Mr. Nath, we see a compassionate approach that aligns with the broader theme of the presentation, fostering understanding and kindness in how we relate to others. Instead of judging, we can choose to help and connect, which often leads to better outcomes for everyone involved. Discover kindness. Now, on this slide, we're focusing on how sometimes appearances can be intimidating. You might see someone and immediately think they are unapproachable or even threatening. But what's important here is to realize that often, underneath that intimidating exterior, there's a person with their own story. we have the number 3, which reminds us to visit Mr. Nath. This is about taking the initiative to approach others rather than avoiding them. Number 2 highlights the confrontation with Mr. Nath. This is a key moment where we challenge our perceptions and fears. It's about understanding that confronting our biases can lead to greater kindness. And the number 1 emphasizes the importance of seeing beyond the intimidating appearance. By doing so, we open the door to genuine connection and empathy. This slide ties into the overall theme of the presentation, showing that kindness often begins with understanding and courage. So remember, even if someone looks intimidating at first, giving them a chance can reveal a kind and understanding person inside. Now, on this slide, we see how siblings really learn about empathy through their encounter. It's a powerful reminder that understanding others often begins with seeing things from their perspective. Here, we emphasize that the person in question is not a criminal, he is misunderstood. This distinction is crucial because it shifts our focus from judgment to compassion. We also look into Mr. Nath's backstory, which helps us uncover the truth behind his actions. By exploring his background, we realize that many misunderstandings stem from a lack of context or miscommunication. This slide ties into our overall theme of empathy, showing that when we take the time to understand someone's story, we can see them in a new light. It's about compassion, breaking down stereotypes, and recognizing the human behind the situation. Now, let's take a closer look at sibling dynamics when facing challenges. This slide highlights how siblings navigate difficult situations together. It's interesting to see how the line between suspicion and empathy can often be quite thin. Sometimes, in stressful moments, we might initially doubt each other's intentions, but with understanding, empathy can grow. Recognizing the importance of understanding others is key here. It helps strengthen bonds rather than weaken them. This theme runs through the story we've been discussing, illustrating how these dynamics play out in real life. Ultimately, whether it's suspicion or empathy, what matters most is our ability to connect and support each other through tough times. That's a vital lesson not just for siblings, but for all of us in fostering stronger relationships overall. They learn valuable life lessons through their experiences. One of the most important lessons is how Nishad's kindness has a positive influence on Maya. It shows that even small acts of kindness can have a profound impact on others. Nishad's kindness prompts Maya to reevaluate her assumptions about him and perhaps about people in general. This shift in perspective is a key moment in their story. It reminds us that understanding and empathy can lead to personal growth. As we see the conclusion of the investigation, it ties everything together, emphasizing how these lessons shape their journey. Overall, this slide highlights the importance of kindness and open-mindedness in learning life's most valuable lessons. Let's wrap up with the idea that empathy really has the power to foster understanding and create genuine connections between people. When we approach others with empathy, it encourages us to look beyond surface judgments and truly see their experiences. This reflection can help us become more aware of our own biases and assumptions. The story we've discussed highlights just how complex human nature really is. People are layered, with motivations and emotions that aren't always obvious at first glance. Recognizing this complexity reminds us to be more compassionate and open-minded. So, as we conclude, I encourage you to keep these insights in mind. Empathy is a key tool in building deeper, more meaningful relationships, and understanding human nature is an ongoing journey that enriches our interactions and personal growth.